kittens! It's time for another edition of Mamma Nicole Reads to Cats. Remember how we learned that this is cat in sign language? So tonight I'm whispering because it's evening time and it is the most wonderful time to read stories. Look, even Clementine thinks so. Right, baby girl? This is Clementine. She is one of our 3 kitties. And she likes story time. I think she likes it because when I speak quietly and I whisper, it makes her feel good. It makes her feel comfortable and happy. So, tonight, we are going to read a bedtime story. What do I always say? One of my favorites. But really, this is a classic of literature. And there's several books in this series. So, we're going to read this one, but tune in for more in future episodes. The book today that we're going to read is... Drum roll, please. Madeline and the Bad Hat. What do you think that means? What is the bad hat? Or who is the bad hat? Guess what? We're gonna find out. Are you ready? Here we go. Madeline and the Bad Hat by Ludwig Bemelmans. I've never known how to say that properly. Ludwig Bemelmans. Here we go. Madeline and the Bad Hat. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines, in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. There's the girls. Do you see little Madeline there? You see her? You see her? She's the smallest one. One day, the Spanish ambassador moved into the house next door. Look, my darlings, what bliss, what joy! What bliss, what joy! His Excellency has a boy. Who's that? I wonder. Who do we think that is? Clementine, who is it? Madeline said, "It is evident that this little boy is a bad hat." What does that even mean? In the spring, when birdies sing, something suddenly went zing! Causing pain and shocked surprise during morning exercise. There they are doing their exercises in the morning and something went crash and they don't know what it was. On hot summer nights, he ghosted. He was trying to pretend to be a ghost. In the autumn wind, he boasted. There he is. Flying a kite, being kind of smart about it, maybe. In the autumn wind, he boasted that he flew the highest kite. You think he really did fly the highest kite? Year in, year out, he he was polite. He was sure quick on ice. He's a good ice skater. Look at that. And there he is, kind of twirling around. Seems like he's good. And Miss Clavel said, "Isn't he nice?" One day he climbed upon the wall and cried, "Come, I invite you all. Come over sometime and I'll let you see my toys and my menagerie. My frogs and birds and bugs and bats, squirrels, hedgehogs, and 2 cats. The hunting in this neighborhood is exceptionally good." What is he hunting, this bad hat? But Madeline said, "Please don't molest us. Your menagerie does not interest us." He changed his clothes and said, "I bet this invitation they'll accept." What do you think the invitation's going to be? I wonder. I don't know. Madeline answered, "A torero is not at all idea of a hero." The poor lad left. He was lonesome and blue. He shut himself in. What else could he do? But in a short while, the little elf was back again, and his old self shenanigans. Pranks, mischief. Said Miss Clavel, "It seems to me he needs an outlet for his energy. A chest of tools might be attractive for a little boy that's very active." I knew it. Listen to him play, hammering, sawing, and working away. I don't know. What's he doing? What's he doing? I don't know. Hammering, sawing, and working away. Oh, but that boy was really mean. He built himself a guillotine. Do you guys know what a guillotine is? A guillotine is, in the old days, this book is from France, and in the old days, the guillotine was a torture device for people who disobeyed the rules and the laws. You know, people have become much more kind and civilized now, but back then, if they didn't like what you did, they put your head in the guillotine and they I mean, just craziness back then. He built himself a guillotine. Sierra, Clementine, can you believe that? Look. Clem, we can't see the guillotine. Share it with your other kitty friends. Look at that thing. Look at that. Clementine, can you believe it? Can you believe that he would be so mean? He was unmoved by the last look the frightened chickens gave the cook. Does that mean he cut off the chickens' heads? I don't know if I should be reading you this story. He ate them roasted, grilled, and frito. Oh, what a horror was Pepito. One day, when out to take the air, Madeline said, "Oh, look who's there!" Pepito carried a bulging sack. He was followed by an increasing pack of all the dogs in the neighborhood. Whoa. Is something bad gonna happen to Pepito? We don't wish that on him. We don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, no matter if they're mean. That boy is simply misunderstood. Look at him bringing those doggies food. Is that what he's doing? What do you think he's doing? What is he doing? He said, let's have a game of tag and let a cat out of the bag. My kitties, I am so sorry for this story because this is not good. There were no trees, and so instead the cat jumped onto Pepito's head. And now just listen to the poor boy crying, "Oh, secours!" which you must cry if by chance you're ever in need of help in France. Oh, secours! Miss Clavel ran faster and faster to the scene of the disaster. There's Miss Clavel running. She came in time to save the bad hat, and Madeline took care of the cat. Goodbye, Fido. So long, Rover. Let's go home. The fun is over. There was sorrowing and pain in the embassy of Spain, because that's where Pepito was from. The ambassadress wept tears of joy, and she thanked Miss Clavel for saving her boy. Nothing, said the ambassador, would cheer up poor Pepito more than a visit from next door, which is where all the girls lived. So, what do you think they're gonna do? Do you think they're gonna be nice and go visit the bad hat? What do you think? Let's see. I think they're going over there. Only one visitor at a time. Will you go in first, Miss Madeline? So, Madeline went in on tiptoe and whispered, "Can you hear me, Pepito? It serves you right, you horrid brat, for what you did to that poor cat." She's not being very forgiving, is she? "I'll never hurt another cat," Pepito said. "I swear to that. I've learned my lesson. Please believe me. I'm turning over a new leaf. Believe me. Please believe I've turned over a new leaf." "That's fine," she said. "I hope you do. We all will keep our eyes on you." Nobody likes someone who messes with cats, right? And the starling and turtle, the bunny, let's start over. And lo and behold, the former barbarian turned into a vegetarian. Look at Pepito. He's at the vegetable stand. And the starling and turtle, the bunny and bat, went back to their native habitat. Thank goodness. His love of animals was such, even Miss Clavel said, "Oh, it's too much." little girls all cried, "Boo-hoo!" But Madeline said, "I know what to do." "I know what to do," but Madeline said, "I know what to do." And Madeline told Pepito that he was no longer a bad hat. She said, "You are our pride and joy. You are the world's most wonderful boy." They went home and broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. And as Miss Clavel turned out the light, she said, "I knew it would turn out all right." The end. Look, it's the bad hat, but he's no longer bad, is he? So this is Madeline and the Bad Hat. A very old book, really, from kind of another time. And that's why some of the things are sort of silly. This book was first published in 1956. So about 65 years ago, if you can believe that. So some of the stories are weird, but sometimes it's neat to listen to, read, and hear how life is and how people thought about things and how they behaved a long, long time ago. But as we read more Madeline, I think you'll come to love her. I didn't do too well with my French accent, but Madeline is from Paris, and the Pepito was from Spain, wasn't he? And he was not really a bad hat. So maybe the lesson for us is that we should not judge people. We should give everyone the benefit of kindness. Treat them nicely. Even if they maybe hurt your feelings or do something that doesn't make you feel good, you say, "Please, let's be nice." And they could turn around just like the bad hat did. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this short bedtime story of Madeline and the Bad Hat here at Mamma Nicole Reads to Cats. Our sweet, sweet Clementine is already, I see her on her cat tree. She's already sleeping, and I hope you will too. And have sweet, sweet, joyful dreams. Until we meet again. Bye.